Appleseed's Teaching Farm inspires healthy living through garden-based education. We've got Jordan and Chef Travis joining us now to talk about how you can get involved with the organization. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so remind our audience and remind me what you do there at Appleseeds.
Yeah, so we are on a mission to excite and educate kids about where their food comes from. So we do that through field trips to our teaching farm, classes in schools, cooking classes, and then our food donation program as well. So just really exciting kids about healthy food.
Yeah, for sure. When the kids come, is it actually a hands-on experience? Like, do they get to pick vegetables? Do they get to make a dish? What happens there?
Yeah, absolutely. So they're able to go out into the garden and harvest something fresh right from the garden and then take it in and create a healthy snack and then try that. And a lot of them maybe never have seen a tomato grow on a vine or seen kale growing or even tried kale. So it's a really positive, joyful experience that they have with the food prior to ever being asked to eat it. So just a really exciting time for them.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you've got an event coming up. I know Travis is part of that event. What do we need to know? When and where is it taking place?
Yeah, so we have our final dinner of the year, and it is Adventures in Venison. It's happening on December 10th at Appleseeds. There are tickets available for sale right now on our website, and it's with Chef Travis and then also with Rick Spicer, who is going to do a little talk on sustainable hunting and ethical hunting practices as well.
Okay, yeah, it's the time of year for that as well. Travis, you're sitting down there with a big bowl of something that looks delicious. What did you bring in studio for us?
Yeah, so this was something that's sort of going to be lined up with one of our menu items for the dinner itself. It's very fall. It's a really hearty salad. You got roasted shallots, and we brought some over here as well. But these are the raw forms of them, and then I'll show you the cooked version. But roasted shallots is roasted beautiful delicata squash. These are two very fall ingredients for me. And then one little cool thing I brought from my own personal collection is this. It's called dry cure. It's a brezziola, but it's made with elk meat. So
so that's like a salted meat,
right. It's
right?
an Italian-style salted sort of dry cure, like a salami.
Yeah.
But this is more of a different species, different elk. So in sort of the celebration of what we're focusing on for the dinner next month with Appleseeds, thought I'd bring something that's really part of that as well. And this whole dish is very fall to me.
Yeah.
All these sort of things scream that season to me. So I've got some mixed lettuces in here, the delicata squash. I've got a little dressing, honey, lemon juice, olive oil.
Okay.
That is really good with this as well.
And you just threw all these things in a bowl and you're mixing it up.
Yeah.
I mean, is that basically it?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah. How long do you have to cook these delicata squash for them to be tender enough to put in a salad?
Great question. So we were just talking about this earlier. I love squash, and I like sort of high heats on them. I like caramelize them, bring out the natural sugars in them. But the really cool thing about delicata squash, too, is you can eat the skins. Not everyone, like butternut, you can't really eat the skin.
Right.
Delicata skin are delicious.
Okay.
So I just roast them all, a little bit of olive oil. I like a paprika or some sort of chili on the delicata squash.
Sure.
Roast them. The shallots I slowly cook in the oven, a little bit of olive oil.
Yeah.
Nice. And then we throw it all together.
Well, let's do it. Let's have a little taste test here.
Yeah. So, lots of really delicious things in here.
Absolutely.
Lots
My
of party
salads
greens.
never look as healthy as this looks. I mean, I think I have one type of lettuce in there and maybe a couple of tomatoes and top it up with cheese.
Salads can be a hard sell for a table, especially around the holidays. It's the last thing you're going to think is going to be on the table.
Right.
So I just like really getting in some nice hearty, great veggies and really coaxing out all those flavors.
Sure.
Something that feels a little more substantial. Sometimes people feel like salad is sort of like an afterthought, but salads, especially with all these beautiful veggies, can really be something really nice.
Yeah, and you're topping it with, what is that,
Parmesan.
cheese? Parmesan?
Yeah. Parmesan never hurts to really bring in all the flavors together of a great salad. And it definitely gets more people interested in eating it too when you put a little delicious Parmesan over the top.
Absolutely.
So
look at that.
that's really it.
Can I try?
Please.
Yes. Okay, before we go to commercial, Jordan, fill us in on the details again of the event while I try this.
Yeah, so December 10th, Adventures in Venison. So it'll be a fun little dinner that's not the same as all of our dinners, a little bit different, but still somewhat the same. And it will be at Appleseeds Teaching Farm. It starts at 5:30, and there will be a little kind of happy hour before where Rick Spicer will talk. And then Chef Travis will make us an amazing meal.
Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. I'm speechless about how
That's
good this is. This delicata squash is delicious. Thank you both for joining us, filling us in.
for having us.
Get tickets while you can to this great event from Appleseeds.